people them. Listen, welcome if you just stepped in to the podcast, if not the best podcast, one of the best podcasts. 3Smoke, 3Smoke. I am your host with the most.
You know,
people
already,
that champ, Big Jabba Jones, never so cocaine. People that gave me that name, aka Main Stage. So we shell down main stages.
MSJ, you know what I'm saying? Main Stage Jabba. You know what I'm saying? I'm the host as well, co-host, you know what I'm saying? I am Millie Wayne, you know what it is already, man. Southside General, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with my other co-host.
Oh, it's your boy Didi, a.k.a. that guy, the bad guy. Link me at the terminal because I'm that fly. Let's go.
You know already.
We got a special guest in the house today.
You know what I'm saying? Legendary guest from the north side. You know what I'm saying?
Myth.
Man, the myth, the legend, paper Pabs, the walking grammar sniff, the man, the myth. I get some shotguns or something. yeah.
AKA Pabby.
Yes.
AKA could have bought a smart car instead of bought a pinky ring.
True stories.
Welcome on, Pabs.
Yes, cuz. Welcome on, man.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Been a minute. I've been trying to come up here since last year. Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been staying tuned, man.
No, I love for that.
Staying tuned, bro. Still.
So let them know if they don't know where you're from and what's your origin.
Yeah, man's from Meridian, a part of Tottenham. That sits on the border of Edmonton and Tottenham.
AKA Little Russia.
Little Russia, if you look into the history books, you'll see that part, back in the day, all the Russian migrants came during the war, and that part was called Little Russia.
I heard that's not the only reason why they called it Little Russia, but we got to speak about that.
You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
But how was it?
Allegedly, you know.
How was it growing up in that sort of area? Did you have a lot of Russian people?
Nah, no Russians whatsoever.
No Russian?
Not one Russian.
Okay.
Not one Russian spy, nothing, man. Like, no one sneaky,
no espionage.
Nothing, but I just looked into that part. You know, I'm big on history, so I looked into it and I saw that it was called Little Russia when everyone migrated during the times when they were settling and shit, and they called that part Little Russia because it's an awkward part. It sits on the border. It's Tottenham, but it's not Tottenham, and it's Edmonton, but it's not Tottenham. So it's just like a set within its own. You get me? So you would get people from both sides coming over. So it's like a neutral part. You get me?
No. Look, you explained it because
shit. That's like
That's how even
like that,
that's how Streatham is.
Yeah.
Remember, because our high road's just so long,
Yeah.
it cuts through into bricks and all that. So, like you said, you get people passing
You know
through.
what I'm
So,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? So they think it's a neutral.
There's
There's
a lot of men that thought it was neutral. In the history.
But things go on where it's supposed to go, and that's all it is. But so how was it growing up there?
Yeah, man, it's calm, man. You know, like just like everyone else's ends, man. It was just the same. You get me, like freaking, highs and lows. You know what I mean? You got your local hustlers. You got you get me. You got a bit of everything in there, man. But it was nice, man. I didn't really see no dangers growing up or nothing like that.
Yeah, so
you know
say like before all that, like the local hustlers and all that. How was like Pabby as a
kid?
Oh
shit, you want to get deep?
Yeah. What did you see yourself being as a kid?
I used to draw. I wanted to be a baller, man. Like all of us. Get me? Like we was just saying. I thought you couldn't tell me I weren't gonna kick ball. You could not tell me, bro. Me and my ball going to the park, jumping over the school park because it was closed and we would play football. We had a team called Team Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Where we actually thought we was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, those guys. But yeah, man, I got put in the B team. I didn't get in the A team. I scored a couple goals and I didn't get promoted. And I just started bunking school and smoking weed, man. Because, that's what the older man were doing, man. They looked cool. So I just wanted to catch with the older guys, and that's what they were doing. They were walking off, and I was like, where you lot going? They go, you don't want none of this. I was like, nah. And then it ended up with them man and there, then boom, football out the window. No more football, man. That was it.
What do you think drew you to that? What the older guys was doing? Why wasn't football not cool no more?
Well, the person that was in control of the football team, I didn't identify with him. And I felt like he was like picking the people that he could identify with, the people that he saw, what he saw a star was, you know what I mean? I was like, street ball, I'll play street ball, that's how we do, like end to end, end to end and all that stuff, skills and stuff like that. I don't know, for some reason he didn't see that talent in me. So, man, I just went over there because them man just looked cool. The man had the trainers, you know what I mean? They had the Versace V2 jacket, you know what I mean? And little things like that, they looked like the cool guys. So I just went with the cool guys and started blazing weed.
And what's that like your like secondary school kind of times?
Yeah, that's secondary school, yeah.
How was growing up around secondary school times?
It was, I was part of a set already. So like me and my brothers, all a year apart. And then, so I already came into my school being my brother's younger brother.
Okay.
So I'm like, so I already hanging around with year 8s and year 7.
Wait. So for those who don't know, please let them know in order.
I'm the middle
always
brother.
Get it mixed up.
I'm the middle brother. Prez is the older brother.
That's presidency
by 1 year, and H is my younger brother by 1 year.
Okay.
And then Bossy is my younger cousin by 1 year.
Okay.
So we was all in the same school at the same time. So it was like, when I come into year 7, I'm rolling with my brother and his lot. And then when them man come in, they're rolling with me and my lot. So it was already initiated. So it was like, it was easy rides.
The order's been patterned.
I didn't really have to put in as much work
of course not.
as someone that didn't have a set.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Birmingham, and that's when the work had to be put in.
Yeah.
Because I was on
Why
Dolo.
did you go to Birmingham?
Year 9, 14.
Why?
Yeah, my mum moved us over there.
Oh, your whole family moved up there?
No, my mum moved us to live with our granny because we got kicked out of school.
Okay.
So that was like normal in my household. Yeah, all three of us. So my mum, Prez got kicked out, H got kicked out. I was on the verge. She was like, my nan was like, yo, bring them up here. Give them some old school, you know, so that they won't, you get me?
So West Indian then, obviously, background.
Yeah, West Indian.
So did your nan live in Birmingham?
Yeah, she lived in Birmingham. I was born in Birmingham.
Okay, you was born in there?
Yeah, so I came to London age 4. My mum's from Birmingham. My mum was born in Manny, actually, but...
Okay.
Then, so my mum grew up in Birmingham because when my nan came from Jamaica, she would just went straight to Birmingham, or Manchester, then Birmingham.
So that's what it was with the West Indians. It was either... London, Birmingham. No, but before London, it was Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham. It was all up top. Okay. It was all up top, and Wolves as well. Yeah. And then and then we came down or whatever.
That's true. That's true. See, a lot of black people from Birmingham, their London link is all Brixton. So it's like, it's very rare that they, you know, not to say that they don't have no North London links, but
no, you're right, you're spot on.
Yeah, a lot of my Birmingham people up there, when they come to London, they're going over south. Get me? So it's like I grew up coming over to here to my aunties in Norwood or Croydon. But when she moved from south, so she moved to Norwood, Croydon. Norwood, so she moved to Norwood. I don't know, it was a nice area. I don't know if it is now. but when she moved from Bricky, when Bricky was in the 90s and then moved to Norwood. So she got a nice house in Norwood now and all that. So I don't know what I'm going for Norwood now, but you know what I mean? But in our ends, we would move to Enfield. Because Enfield had the nice houses. Enfield ain't the same no more.
It's not the same no more, is it? Yeah.
Niggas.
Is it?
Fully. So, but in my day, Enfield, bruv, you get chased by white people.
Yes.
So the migration was when basically a lot of Birmingham people, their connection was south. That's what I found.
So you went to school at Birmingham as well?
Yeah, I went to school in Birmingham as well.
How did you find that? Because these times you was already settled in London.
Man was on some, like, for the first couple of days, it was like, all right, cool. So in my school in London, man's the guy. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, like my brother's so and so, like my little, you know, we're a set. So when I went to Birmingham, it was like, yo, shit. It's like in the wilderness, bruv. It's like tumbleweed in the Western. Like, that was me in the playground. Like, it's all good being in the class, but when it's time to playground now, it's like my guy or whatever he is playing football. I've done football. I've done my football dream now. I'm used to blazing weed, and so I end up with some. I'm not even going to school. Come, we not go to school. So I end up with the guys that ain't going to school. You know what I'm saying? So just so I don't look like a loner in the playground. You know what I mean? I want to go to school, but no one that is my type of guy ain't attending school in Birmingham. He's on some next thing. You get me? Birmingham, it was different. You get me? So. Yeah, it was different, but then I settled in and then everything was cool, you know what I'm saying? But the maddest thing is, when I went to Birmingham, I met my brother in school. Yeah, in the class, in the dinner hall. And then I knew of him because when I was young, my dad would have picked us up. What brother was this, one of the three you said, or next one? No, like on my dad's side. On your dad's side, I met him in the dinner hall when I'm looking at my name and I'm saying, this is my name. You have to tick it off in the dinner hall and then you go get your card, you go get your free lunch. And then she was telling me, what Harris are you? And I says, there's only 2, man. Come on, man. I'm just being cheeky. She's like, no, there's 3. And automatically, I'm like, oh yeah, where? This is Birmingham. I must have a family. It must be a cousin. Or my dad's brother's some soul. Or something, innit? Like, let me hook up with this guy because I need some numbers. And then, boom. Said to the guy, goes, what's your name? And he's like, rah. Like, swear. I goes, what's your dad's name? He's like, what's your dad's name? And I says, bruv, man, stop playing games. Tell me your dad's name, man. Boom. And he's like, boom. I'm like, shit. And then it all came to me. I was like, right, wait, there's your mum?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because you know your mum would speak about,
you
know what I'm saying? So I would know, I would know the man's mum. I was, oh shit, damn.
Man said it without saying it.
So boom. And then man found out that, and that was just mad, you get me? So yeah, man, but if I grew in Brum, I would know all these, man. You get me? I would know everyone, and you get me? But I never grew in Brum. I came back to Brum at age 14. I left at 4. When I left, I thought my memories ain't as sharp. You know what I mean? I remember the park. I remember this. I remember, but that's it. Most of my memories as a youth, I just remember being in London. You know what I mean?
Now being in London and having that little experience, and even being born in Brum, would you have wanted the accent?
Shit, get me killed, man. Yeah. This is the thing. When I went to Birmingham, I put on the accent, to blend,
Yeah.
Because I had it kind of, I've still got like, my mum, because my mum would speak Birmingham, so she taught me how to speak, so I would pick up words from the person that taught me words, right? Yeah. So I'll pick up this accent.
So you know what pop is?
Yeah, pop fizzy drink. Yeah, pop.
You know what I'm saying? That's because when I was up there, I was like, what the hell is that?
Pop man. They used to have the pop man. Yeah. The pop man would drop off drinks.
Is it in the bottle?
Yeah, the bottle, like the milk man. They're the pop man.
Like the milk man, yeah.
The pop man.
The pop man, innit?
Yeah, man. That shit was crazy.
No, facts.
They're the pop man,
facts,
bro.
yes, facts. You're right. I remember, you're right. The fizzy drink in the glass kind of thing, you're right. I used to put it in the fridge.
Bare different flavours.
At grandma's house, when I was up there, I remember,
Dandelion and burdock and all these mad flavours. It's like,
yo. If you don't know about dandelion and burdock.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy.
I put it on to blend in, you know what I mean? Like, try to adapt to my surroundings. And when I came back to London, they weren't feeling it, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you talking like that for? And I was like, I ain't even trying to talk like this, man. I put it on for so long, I can't even shake it off no more. I don't even know how to speak no more, man. So it's like, I shaped it off, and then when I went back to, I know the value in the London accent. Yeah. It's renowned. Don't lose it. You get me? So if I had to pick, I'm speaking now. You get me? But it's all. But every now and then when I talk to Birmingham people, it will flow out. You know what I mean? I've talked to my
certain
auntie,
words and stuff like that.
Certain words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then man, you know, even if I try to make them niggas trust me, I can't stop talking like that. You know what I mean?
I got mad love for the Midlands, man. It's nice up there.
It's real people.
Yeah, it's real people up there. Definitely,
some good dudes up there.
They'll tell you as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But London's a capitalist. It's about the paper, man.
That's what it is, man. Dog crabs in a bucket, everything, man. Up there you'll get more authentic people.
This is New York, man.
That's what it
is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's what we're exposed to, man.
Yeah.
But what was like your musical influences growing up?
Yeah, just a lot of yard music growing up, you know what I mean? And then like with a touch of rap that would flow through the household. But a lot of like, you know, my mum had the reggae hits, 19, 1, 2, 3, Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I would have all of those.
Cape and gold.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gold, man. Yeah, man. What's is it Jetstar? Jetstar, all that. VP Records, you know what I'm saying? So,
Studio One and all that. Yeah.
Man would learn how to spray bars through like a Beanie Man or a Bounty Killer, you get me?
Yeah.
Bounty Killer, you get me? So, yeah, man. Let me give you that.
Yeah, so
but then my mum hit me up with an NWA CD one time. She came through and straight out of Compton, and then man never looked back since. You get me? Which is strange because when I look back at the time when there's a shop in Tottenham at the time called Body Music. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we used to drop CDs there.
Shit. Cool. So you know, yeah. And then so she would always come through with the latest, and then she would come with the reggae hits and all. And this time she come through with some CD, some American guys. I think Boys in the Hood was out during them times there. So her being a young woman, probably in her 20s, she like looking back now, she was hip on this guy's in Boys in the Hood. You get me? Like Ice Cube. Yeah. So then so she got the CD, and then, you know, there was Fuck the Police on the actual, like, it was, I didn't know how to spell the word fuck. I was in primary school, but I could figure it out because they had like F, dash, you know what I mean? And then, whatever, I could figure it out, you know what I'm saying? And I thought, right, that's how you spell fuck. And then these men are cold, fuck the police, shit. Oh my God, how can they say this, man? You know what I mean? I was just fascinated. But I was a young boy in primary school.
That's how I felt when I heard them.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, what the fuck? And then, Yeah, man, and from that, it was like, yeah, man, don't man, Ice Cube, definitely. And I just thought, yo, man, these are the guys. Then Yo on TV raps, you know what I'm saying? So you wait up late to see this, and you see these guys late. Raw. So yeah, man, like that's what made man like rap from early. Like, I used to love rap, like, you know what I mean? Like,
who's your favorite artist rapper all time?
All time, shit, man, that's a hard one, man. I don't think no one actually has an all time favorite.
You don't?
It's couple. It's hard, man. Because I have seasons, man. I might like Ghostface for a little while.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I might like his partner in crime, Raekwon, yeah. You know what I mean? And then I might listen to Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like Dipset. I used to love Dipset. Like, I think because I used to love Biggie, and then I found out Biggie signed Cam, and then I just followed the lead, you get me? I was following the bad boy lane, But then when I became of age, Tupac was... I could more identify with his music growing up as a young man.
With me with Pat.
So as a kid, Biggie was like, yo, you couldn't tell me Biggie was shit. I hate you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then as I got older, I appreciated Pac, and I was like, nah, man, this guy was speaking for us, you get me?
Yeah.
And then, man, so Pac is probably my greatest of all time, but for different reasons, bro. You get me? Not for today's type of rap, you get me? But because he's like man's Bob Marley. You know, he's like our generation's like, you know, he speaks for us and also has like, you know, the womanizer ways, the bad man ways, you get me? Has hit them up, man. The best diss song in the world, bro. You get me? So you should listen to the beat. I was listening to the beat just coming there, you get me? So yeah, man. But all time it's hard, man. It's hard because there's so many guys, but I like underrated, what's the word? Slept on rappers. So I like Tragedy Gaddafi. I don't know if you're aware of him.
Yeah, of course. I'm 100%, man.
I'm in the right place.
You're in the library right now. You're definitely in the library.
Yeah, so, but I would forget about him. Yeah. And then I would be like, shit, what the fuck, man? Permanently scarred, all these fucking tunes, shit, blah. You know what I mean? So I'd listen to them again, and it would all come back to when I wasn't on, not to say I'm on as a rapper, but when I was trying to just even be considered in a conversation. These are the guys I listened to. These are the guys that kept me writing or whatever to even be sitting here, to even be spoken to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Tragedy Gaddafi, man. He's one of the guys still, man. Like, but there's so many, man. I can't even...
Yeah.
I could tell you songs that I like that probably be better, like, you get me? But I was listening to another song the other day, Sons of Man, Killer Priest. So I liked a bit of Wu-Tang. Because the older lot were listening to Wu-Tang, so I used to always listen to what the older lot were listening to. So yeah, man.
Standard. That's how we came in.
So man. When did you and your brothers and your cousin decide that we're about to take over the grime, turn grime into rap? The bad boy grime era. Because let me know, that's what you lot was.
It was by default of not being invited to things, and you know, so we just was hostile takeover sort of thing, because man wanted to be part of whatever they were cooking up there, but to me they weren't. I know when someone ain't feeling me. You see what I mean? But this was before people were playing politics in the game. It was more like you say how you feel, but I guess this was the merging of politics and politics, and you know, I'm gonna tell you this, but I don't really feel like this. You know what I mean? And I was like caveman straight off the road. I didn't know how to do that, so it took me a while to start. You know what I mean? So yeah, we was just like, all right, cool. Let's just, if we can't do a song with you, I'm gonna diss you. Okay. Not to say that I want to ask you to do a song with me. You say no, I'm gonna diss you, but me and you do the song strategically. I mean, like mechanically, it's the same as if I diss you, because let's just say you don't have to feature, but it's featuring you. It's featuring me talking about you. So the same interest that's gonna go in, let me hear them two on the track, is the same interest that's gonna be, let me hear that guy dissing that guy on that track. So it was just we didn't have the marketing money to be spending and competing with our competitors. So that was how we competed, by just whatever, man, doing the total opposite than what someone else was doing. It was more strategic than it was emotional. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, it was more business. That's all it ever was.
Who was the competitors at that time?
At the time, it was Roll Deep with the big dogs. You know what I mean? They were the big dogs. And if you're looking at Grime, I don't think they ever lost their slot. Then when Wiley decided not to do nothing, but yeah, man, Roll Deep mainly. You get me? And then we had sibling rivalry with BBK.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because when we first saw, you know, it was like, Skepta and them up with you lot.
Yeah, but then Skepta was was ahead in being a patterner.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he knew from early on how to pattern and maneuver. You know, I still totally don't really know how to pattern and maneuver with certain people. But chucked out the Spotify party the other day, so I clearly ain't patterning correctly.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying, yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
Chucked out, man. Did he security come at me like fucking MI5, man? Next thing you know, I was outside with my drink. One minute I was whitey, next minute I was outside, man. Crazy, man.
You see, like, whilst you was doing grime and that, yeah. Did you always see like grime as a East London thing? Because we always saw grime as a East London thing.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. I mean, we knew East London was like the mecca for grime. We couldn't front on that because a lot of the reasons why we wanted to do it is because we heard Dizzy mashing it up, Nasty Crew mashing it up. And then, but we had Heartless. Heartless was North. So before it went to grime, this is the thing. This is the confusing thing here because when Nasty Crew were making them things, we were still writing bars. We just weren't on. We just weren't on the same. We just weren't on like them. You know what I mean? We just weren't on the Deja slot. We didn't have no money for subs, or we didn't know no one in that building. But we were still writing bars. They might have released something before us, but we was all writing bars at the same time. So, but it merged from Heartless Crew and Pay As You Go? No, Heartless Crew and So Solid, yeah. We're more like grime, right? No, not grime.
No,
we're more like garage, right?
Garage, yeah.
But So Solid was like. They were the ones that were merging it without them even realise. I don't know if they realised, but man like Scat D and then how them man was spraying on the thing is different than 1, 2, 3. They were more like chase me, easy. It was different, innit? So it was like, all right, cool. So they kind of like inspired me and my peers to make grimier sounding garage that merged into grime. Wiley just figured out a song called What Do You Call It? And then stamp, boom, I invented grime. But so what was we making before that? Buddha Finger and all these doom, doom, doom. Those were early grime songs under the category of garage. But there was grime sounding songs that were coming out as garage, and those were the ones that we were spraying at radio. So when he says he started grime, it's like it's cool. He's the first person to actually put something out and call it grime. But to be fair, it was like an early road rap to us. You get me? So
facts.
But yeah, he called it grime, and then you know what? Fuck it. Is this grime? Shit. Right, we're gonna call it grime too.
That's what man was doing. What he's talking about there before we SMS rap was what he's talking about. We was rapping on the grime, but with that, you know what I'm saying? Not the way that man would say the 1, 2, 3.
But our way.
Spraying bars on it. You know
I never
what I'm
once tried to spit over that though. Still,
You look at what's his name.
You know, we sprayed that.
Sharky Major. Listen to him, old school. He was like, he's way too many words for the BPM that he was spraying, but that's what he was trying to do. He just needed a beat that was a bit slower and it would have like complemented his team more. If you listen to Jammer's beats, Jammer used to make his beats off a game on PlayStation called Need for Speed, and I knew that because when I heard these beats, I was like, yo, that's the same sound from Need for Speed. Yeah. PlayStation Music 2000, somehow, some way this nigga was able to record whatever, and then he made these songs, and these were like early sounding grime songs. So, so your question, I don't really think like it started in East like that because we was kind of like doing it as well. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's like they like kind of coined it. You know when someone like registers the invention, that's what they done. They went to company's house before us, but. Nah, I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't think that, but that's they went there first. You get me? But we was all doing it at the same time. But Wiley was older, so he was smart. He was an older man, bare youths, a Pied Piper, wearing bare youth man, and then he's like, yeah, you know what?
That's a Pied Piper.
I'm gonna do my thing. Yeah, these men don't know about these things. Yeah, I mean, he stole Skepta's song one time, a gunshot rhythm or whatever. It was Musical Mob. And another song remixed, and then he put it out. Skepta made it, but Skepta's infatuated by his hero. Just, I'm gonna take this beat on the plate. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, cool. Boom, 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 boom. And then with him not knowing the business, you get me, my man went and profited off it. I don't know if he ever got the money, but yeah, that's another story, man. Shit.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Shouts out to Skepta though.
100%.
You get me? Good guy still.
100%. But what was it like, being a part and seeing the era of the grime history unfolding? Because, you and your brothers was at the major grime sets. Yeah, that's what they used to call it, sets.
I think when you're in it, you can't even see, cause it's mad. Only when I look back, I can see. It's like, I don't know if you ever see it. It's hard to actually. That's why they say live in the moment, because it's hard to actually. Like, this could all be a fucking moment, because we don't even know. Like, we only know when you're in Miami, you're sitting down and you got fucking Diddy there, Riros there, like, oh shit, like, and then we'd be like, well, how did you feel when you was in fucking, you know, I would say the location, but yeah, how did you feel when you was there? Like, now you're in the penthouse. It's like, I couldn't even fathom what was going on. All I knew that my two brothers and I just thought, right, cool, we're gonna. The millions. I'm going to get some millions out of this. Like, I didn't even have a plan or strategy, so I didn't even know. It was just like, it was weird. But when I started to notice people noticing me, that's when it became a bit, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, I would think someone was screwing, man. So someone's looking for too long. And it's weird because I identify that with it being an issue or a hostility or something. So it's after a while, it's like, okay, yo, Pabs, or someone might tweet, just saw Pabs out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shit, man, rah. I was looking at this guy in a way. So I had to change my mode and my way of thinking, and you know what I mean, give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes. I might all get it wrong, the guy might all be screwing, man, for real, but because I think that person might be, I'm just going to be hello to him. I'm more warm to, you know what I mean, like, without trying to like, no.
Yeah, no, exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, no, definitely.
But,
have to be though. Yeah, you have to drop the guard, innit?
Yeah, drop the guard a bit.
Yeah.
And, you know, because there might be no threat, man. You know, he might just have a bad day or whatever, but that was weird, like, understanding that. And, yeah, man. And, you know, you can't do certain things because people want to talk that you done it. A normal man could get away with doing something, and then, you know, you're subject to a screenshot now. You're subject, you know, you can't even do things in peace, like, to some degree, you know what I'm saying? And get away with certain things because... Yeah, but I didn't even understand it. I think them man actually understood it more and had it more, because I was always behind the scenes. These men were at forefront of the stages, the big shows and stuff like that. Sometimes I wouldn't go. So them man there, that's probably a better question for them, because to the level of stardom like that, they experienced it more than me. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to do regular stuff still, but still be like, yeah, man, this is what I'm doing. These are my guys. You get me? These are my brothers. But I didn't necessarily want to be secluded from... I still wanted to be in the yardie dances. I still wanted to be in certain places, whether I'm more of a target because the face is more bait, but I wanted to still remain in the normal, like, circumference, man. I didn't want to, like, think that I'm too big to be certain places or whatever like that. I just didn't respect that sort of mentality, but for whatever reason it is. But yeah, man, I just wanted to remain normal. So I don't know if I've even noticed anything, unless... You know what? When people abroad speak, like some Canadian people somewhere in Australia, that's when it's like, wow, yeah, man, shit, man. But if it's within the ends, I don't know, man. I don't really let it get to my head, man. Stay humbled, man. Stay grounded.
Yeah, no, facts, definitely.
Yeah.
So how did you lot come up with the Bloodline brand and the embryo?
Once again, Dipset, man. I just was a Dipset fan, man. So I needed something like an eagle side, man. I wanted to be able, I had dreams of having like a chain, and I'm gonna hold it up like that before I even had chain, man. You know, so I had like this vision of shit.
When I was in college, that's all we saw. Like, we saw people going online to buy it. This is the era. This is the time of like Spiff TV and that. Yeah. So it's like, it was crazy. But you had President T, Bossman Birdie. So a lot of men don't really know they call him Bossman, but they don't know. If you're old school, you know he's Bossman Birdie.
Bossman Birdie, yeah.
If you like being like saying like how you grew up with all those lyrical legendary artists you mentioned, the rappers, what made you want to do grime?
I didn't. It's just the only way to get in the door. Okay. So I was still writing raps, but all right, cool, we're gonna do this first. We're gonna, you know, like a lot of people were doing grime albums, yeah. And then they had and then the second album had no grime, or Professor Green, or so like coming to the grime world, this whole shit's rock, or something like that, or Pink, you know, came in. She was an R&B singer, and then she started doing rock. So it was just always understood that I'm just gonna get my foot in the door and then play my shit that I like.
Stepping stone. You
know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just couldn't get with the grime like that. I could semi like get on the beat and all that, but I didn't think I sounded as good as them, man. Yeah, man. I just real with myself. I just thought that they sounded better, so I just sit this one out, man. You know what I mean? Like, I got an ear, so I know that even if my shit's a bit, you know what I mean? So them man were doing it so good, it didn't need to be spoiled by someone that's not as good as them, you know? So I'll be particular with the beats I do jump on, you know what I mean? So it sounds... But once again, man was more business and behind the scenes. I didn't plan to be rapping like that. It was just the man weren't producing enough songs and, you know, I didn't get enough plaques as quick as I thought I was going to get them and stuff like that. So I just thought, all right, fuck it. I'm sitting in the studio and no one's coming. Let me turn this computer on. I know, I can write a couple bars. I know I'm all right. And then, you know what I mean? Build up an audience and stuff.
What kept you keep going? Like when you're realising, right, you ain't getting these plaques and this ain't happening and that. What keeps you going?
Every now and then someone will say, Pabs, where's the new music? You know what I mean? Sainsbury's song, yo, Pabs, man, could I bought a smart car, bought a bigger? I'm like, oh shit, okay, alright, cool, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, man, people still feeling me, you know? They still love me, eh? You know? So then I'll come back. Still love the game, still love me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what kept me there.
What's your purpose, though? What's your purpose for rapping?
Yeah, man. And that's what I was trying to figure out, man. What's your purpose, man? Because man can talk about all the negative shit under the sun, you get me? I really, really wanted to be a conscious rapper, bro, talking about, you know, the black history.
That was my next my next question as well. Come.
Yeah, but not even like common, you know, but more like, I don't even know, like a Dr. Umar Johnson that can rap or something, man. Not even like common. Like, you know, like hitting it hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
I don't think no one's ever done that. And that we know of, and there's a reason why we don't know him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's a reason why we don't hear from him. So.
And man might go to jail still.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, man.
Trust me.
But yeah, man, I think that, the knowledge kicking. But what I realise is that I don't think them things can be rapped about, you know what I mean? Them things is real things, man. You need to speak about them things. You need to just stand up like a preacher, like a pastor would a church, you know what I mean? Hit home like Malcolm X and all these man did, you get me? But yeah, man, that might be my next lane still, to be someone that speaks about certain things, because if they can identify with me, and they will listen. That's how I know that. When growing up, it's who I identified with. Without me even knowing, those are the people that could reach me. You know what I mean? If he was a footballer, I saw myself in him. I want to play football. I identify with him. You know, I see myself in him. You know what I mean? So identification is key. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, that might be my next purpose in this team, man.
You got a song called "Belly of the Beast" with what you was just talking about. I think that's a very lyrical song, because you're telling him, man, bro, even if the judge offered me immunity, I wouldn't speak.
Paid the cost to be the boss, and it wasn't cheap.
And if you didn't fear for your life,
then after all that, I don't even know how that bar even. I'm still trying to top that line now, cause that's a serious line, man. I don't know. We used to call that zoning out when a man writes a bar. It's like, yo, how do you write? I just don't know, man. I'm just zoning out, man. Just in the studio. I only saw nothing, but you know, close my eyes and I just. You know what I mean? Do this little rock like that and just start, I don't know, just coming out, man. Just trying to say, all right, cool. So, paid the cost to be the boss and it wasn't cheap. That's a line that we all say. So I would try to say stuff that you would say anyway. You know, like someone would say, what's his name? Fingy Bob. You know what I mean? So if I can figure out saying, what's his name? Fingy Bob in my bar, you know, everyone would be like, rah! And that's not even nothing. It's just because it's an everyday saying. So I'd have to like, what about the chingy job? What about the shingy bob? I've got the shit off, what's his name? You know, Fingy Bob. And then man would be like, because the way it was laid up, you get me? So, paid the cost to be the boss, it wasn't cheap. If you wouldn't fear for your life after all that bite, it wasn't beef. So, I might have said that. What? In the, like, as a, someone to say it. Yeah. It weren't beef, bro, I didn't fear for my life. And then Biggie says something like, what's beef? It's when your mum goes to sleep. So, basically, man are saying that you got beef with someone and it's not even life-threatening. It's not really beef, you know what I mean? So that's something that we all say. If I could figure out a way of putting that in a... Yeah, those are always the legendary songs, the shit. I mean, like, you know, bars like Bible scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Like, statements like, wow.
Prescriptions. Yeah. That's what I say, prescriptions. Man, write prescriptions.
Yeah, prescriptions, shit, yeah. Meds. Cold, yeah, for real.
Back in the day, I was a viewer of the DVDs, but each of you lot was... participate in the DVD era. So that, like, how did that used to be? That must have been like mad. Like to get that. Did they phone you or did you phone them? Like, was that
Yeah. Yeah, MySpace was still about though.
Yeah, MySpace.
So we would connect on MySpace.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a MySpace thing. So, but before MySpace, it was just A+, I guess. He had the practice hours. He just came around with the camera. I don't know who the hell got that guy's link.
He just
came
A+.
around with the camera.
He's,
A+. Practice. The guy done practice hours.
Practice hours DVD.
I don't even know.
Practice hours
That
DVD.
was the street.
What was it, Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We was the first one to get all of the people like in their blocks. So we had all of the crews in their blocks and filming them. And that was early. So it was like smack DVD.
Yeah, it would have been big, yeah.
But for Graham, you know what I mean? But,
Is that like, you could say that was like, for you lot, some streets incarcerated?
yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
Streets of Incarcerated is big. Yeah, it was big. So we would watch that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would watch that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Chinaman. Not even so much the Chinaman was said it. There was always a mandem that had them. There was always mandem and he had the bag like, yo, I got this, you know. I don't even know if they paid back. They had it, man. Yeah, man.
I was wondering where them men them have gone.
That's me.
Yeah, man. Do the DVD guy.
Yeah.
nobody don't use their DVD player again.
Do you remember when it was just the main thing to have?
Yeah, you want to buy like
Hard
a
drive.
car and shit, like change the game.
So with all the madness, like growing up in Little Russia,
Yeah,
obviously we know what we know, but seeing it firsthand, like the division of one side being Tottenham, the other side being Enfield or Everton, like.
But when I was living in London then, like before I went to Birmingham, it was all peaches and cream. Yeah, 112. Like, and then man came back, yeah, and like my brethren from Wood Green didn't fuck with my brethren from Tottenham, and my brethren from Tottenham didn't fuck with my brethren from Edmonton, and then it's like, oh shit, you know, I just left Birmingham, and you got Burger Bar Johnson's, man. Like, what the fuck, man? It's just, that is down here as well. So it's like, I just didn't get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't get involved. I would have beef, but it's never gonna be for that because of luck. And you know, it's so easy to get caught up here by default, just by association. But I went to Birmingham age 14. That's a prime age when you're getting caught up in that stuff. And because I was an outsider in Birmingham, I couldn't even get involved in that. You know what I mean? So I was still like, although I had I was by affiliation. My friends, I weren't in the actual zone where it was, you know what I mean, ringing off. I might have school friends that were like that, but that's that. Get me? So when I came back, I saw from Birmingham, yeah, that this beef thing is mad. I was in jail and there was a guy that was he was a shotter, and then there was a couple of guys that were robbers, a couple of guys that were beef. So I can assess. And then when I came out, I saw who was living and how they were living, and not to glorify shotting, but for the sake that he was on the paper trail, not the beef trail, his life was a bit safer. You know what I mean? Like, he just was selling the wrong thing. But he was on the paper trail. So when I came back to London, I just stayed out of that. I just wanted the money. You get me? So if we can have disputes over finances, but we ain't disputing over anything, ego and emotions and stuff. Although, you know, we all get caught up in something. You get me? You know, I'm not exempt. I'm not perfect, but that was my main focus. You know what I mean? The paper. So I didn't care if he was from Edmonton, Tottenham, or, you know, I'm from all these areas in my own little way. You get me? So yeah, man. Like, my mum lives in Woods. You know, I grew up in Edmonton. I currently live in T. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Some people are, you know, so tucked in their ends, it's more convenient for them to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it would have been a problem. So I couldn't even play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be called a snake. You know what I'm saying? Not one of them ones. Everyone's friend. Nah, man, don't trust them niggas that everyone's been. So it was like, yeah, man, I had to have my word. My word was everything, man. You know what I mean? Like,
so growing up there, what led to being incarcerated? If you want to speak about it, or if you don't, it's up to you.
Oh no, that was when I was a little youth, man. I was 16,
young?
man. Yeah, that was when 16. I was in Birmingham.
Okay,
so
where you go?
Brinchford.
Yeah. See, I know. You know, I used to live around the corner from it, kind of. But at least about 20 minutes.
Oh, what? You used to live in Wolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I done a year up there, school.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, see.
My grandma's up there, innit? So I used to live
see, you know the thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So pretty. They said me pretty, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because wrong place, wrong time, man. But I was caught up in the.
That must have been mad in there though for you. Was it mad?
Nah. Because man was a joker.
Yeah.
Man just loved me because I was the joker. You get me? I was like, I was always bossing jokes. You get me? Like, before I even went in there, the guys I went in with, I used to link up with them. But then on that day I linked up with them. We all got arrested for something that happened a week ago when I worked with them. Like the boy cried wolf, but because man was that way inclined of, you know, up to no good. I'm away from my mom. I'm with my granny. My mom thinks that I'm gonna be living strict, but you know, it's my nan, man. You get me? I can manipulate a bit better than with my mom. You get me?
Of course, yeah.
And then God bless her soul, R.I.P. But then, but yeah. So these man, for whatever it is, got nicked for something because someone identified them, which was like wrong. Someone just on random in the street phoned the police and said, yeah, these are the guys that done something to man. And then the police arrested us all. And then man just, because I was on I didn't do my probation for some street robbery and my community service. Like I didn't even understand life. I didn't even know that would send you jail. I kind of knew, but I didn't know. I thought, you know, I didn't know the severity of it. So I ended up on a breach. So I had to go there anyway. So you're on remand for that, plus we're going to sort you out for the breach, you know what I mean? So when the charges got dropped and all that man went home, I was still there. So, which I had to do with anyway, but the mad thing is that I never done this, and these man that got arrested for this, which we don't know if they did do this, got out, and now I'm just in there now. But it was crazy, man. It is a bit weird still, but man's thorough, so you know, man's gonna get in situations. But it's kiddie jail, man. I mean, it's different to the grown man jail. It's a lot of hype and a lot of yeah, but it was crazy in a sense, and I don't want to glorify it, but it was more like a play scheme, man. It's the same like youth club. It's the same.
How long was you there for?
Just small, like 4 months. Okay, 4 months. It was just like a.
But what age? Like 16, you said?
16, yeah. Okay. No, 16 in the police station. Turned 17 in the police station on the weekend because I got locked up on a Friday, so you know. And then the Monday I was 17, and then they sent me to the Brinsford. So on my birthday, so I turned 17 in the system. So yeah, 16 I got arrested, and then by the time I was 17, I was on the bus going over there. But it was an experience still. But yeah, man. But that made man understand life. That was a spanking that I needed. You know what I mean?
That woke you up.
Yeah, I needed that spanking. Yeah, I learned my lesson from when they were sending me downstairs.
And never went
you didn't even
again.
have to give me 4 months.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson from when I was going downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Straight. You didn't even have to do that. I learned my lesson from when I was going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, we can talk about this, man. Shit, but yeah, man, that was it. And then yeah, bro, like that was it. And then yeah, man had a little spell when I was 25. You know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It took me to the big man place. But then, you know, once again...
What's that, London, yeah?
Yeah, London. But that was just for driving, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, man, in and out business. But once again, you know what I'm saying? That's like a recap. 10 years later, I'm seeing people in there for the reasons that, you know, any of us could be in there for. You get me? So, you know, I came out and I thought, right, you know what I mean? I've got to take time with life, man. Had my youths and then, boom, man, been on the straight and narrow since. You get me? But, yeah, man, I don't glorify it. But if you can get a taste of it, it should deter you. You know what I mean? And for whatever, you know, bless God, he always just gave me a taste. You know what I'm saying? And my peers have not been as fortunate, you get me? But he gave me a little taste enough to know, yo, bro, what you doing? You know what I mean? And then I'll be like, yo, man, for real, it's deep over there, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. You know what I mean? I've got a lot of people behind the wall that probably are never coming home in the near future, you get me? And if they had the same taste as man, they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So, you do get a taste, anyone's listening to this, like, sometimes that's a sign, bro. You get me? You had a little taste, you get me? You might have held a little nicking, and you might have had something on you, and then you got home. I don't mean to say that you got the master plan. That was like, you get me? That could be a sign to say, yo, you know what I mean? It's not for you, you get me? So, yeah, man.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
If you could change 2 things in the career, but before I ask you that, do you know that you was really a troll before the trolls was even existing?
Yeah, I knew what I was doing. I knew that I was...
He used to bully these grime artists and just diss them. You wouldn't even make songs. The man would be just on the camera for the whole time talking, like the man then would be explaining how you had to run down someone or check someone or someone's an idiot. That's what you'd be on. But
I don't think they understood. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I don't think they really knew. Yeah, that this was a WWF, man.
Okay,
like I think that's where man get it
twisted.
Like, yeah. If I've got a problem with you, it's not music.
Not music. No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm an idiot. I can see it. You get me? I can understand it, bro.
As MCs, mad. You should be because you're coming from the ragged team. We're coming from the ragged team.
Yeah.
You know what goes on.
Yeah.
The sting.
Yeah.
It's time to clash.
That's
what goes on. It doesn't mean I want to kill you. I want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm that artist or you're that artist. It's which, that's what it is. But people get that. A lot of people are afraid of that as artists as well.
Shame. Yeah. You know what it is? It's embarrassment, isn't it?
That's what it is as well.
My mum didn't pet to embarrass me in public. I kind of got immune to it when I started doing music. So you know the comments and shit. Man will
that's nothing, that's nothing.
Man will cussing the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah, that's
like
nice.
You know what I'm saying? It gave me tough skin, man.
Yeah, I got crocodile skin to that. That's the least someone.
Everybody does some shit behind them keyboard or that keypad or something, bro. You can't stop that. You get me?
Man. Never.
I was cussing the commenting people before people were even doing this shit. So it's like, and I look back for myself like, right, that shit, what the fuck was I doing? So, you know what I mean? Like, I just let people say whatever they want. But I knew what man was doing because I liked what 50 Cent was doing to Ja Rule. So although it might be unpleasant to the person that's receiving it, I know that the fans want to see this shit. Like,
we did.
I know that they did from early. I know that they don't care.
I want to see that shit. Yeah. That's the show.
They want to see. They want to see it happening to me. You know what I'm saying? They're the same people that are laughing at them. They're the same people that will laugh at man. So I'm just aware of it. Like the law. You know what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? Like so when someone cusses me, I'm ready for it. But the difference is I'll be laughing at it like I'm the person that's in the crowd to get me because I understand it, man. It's just you know what I mean.
You was moving like 50. Dude. I swear there was a part you was at a clothing bit. And you had Wiley on some like pink sweater.
Oh yeah, he was in Ali Pally and there was just randomly some bike show and there was this some pink leather trousers and I said, look, there's Wiley's trousers. And you know what? It was just
and
like
stuck for
it's just before we could have a phone, we just had to anything you saw, yo, get out of the camera. Did you get that? But now you just got your phone, you're like, yeah, let me take this, you leaving yourself. But yeah, it was early days, but man, I never knew that it was gonna be how it is now, man. It's mad. So man, sometimes fortunate that man's got some old footage, you get me, that look like man are using the 90s filter. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I didn't know that I was a troll, but I kind of knew that this is how you can engage with your audience before we use those terms. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had a feeling that this is a cheap way to engage with people without spending money. You know, custom. Get a cameraman. He needs you because he's trying to get on. I'm trying to get on. Shit, let's do it, man. Let's take over. You get me? Grime Daily just started. They need content. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And
it's
I see
a good
the same
spot still.
I see the same thing with all these blog sites as well. They're the new Grime Dailies, like the IG blogs.
What one's your favourite?
Made You Think, man. I have to keep it 100. Made You Think 101, man. He's my favourite, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. You like the grid? He puts you lot up now?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
From what
What's your lot's favourite?
I don't even know about all that stuff, man.
Maybe you think he's one of them.
Keeping It Moving as well. It's one guy that's on the come up as well. Keeping It Moving, man. Keeping It Moving.
Keeping It Moving.
Yeah, Keeping It Moving G or something like that. Keep It Moving G.
Yeah, there's
Who's that one? I swear there's what's that? It's like that Black Kings kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with that guy. Yeah. He definitely posts our stuff, so I'll say him still.
Yeah, Keep It Moving G, yeah.
Come on, man.
Made You Think. There's many in it, but those are the ones that stand out.
Yeah. It's just a new.
Those are the ones that support as well. Those are the ones that post man up as well. Like.
New ways of marketing. It's always something. But what was I going to say? What would you say your biggest track was? Most known.
Belly of the Beast, probably. Belly of the Beast is what everyone talks about. You know, yeah, Belly of the Beast.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, I think Belly of the Beast probably like old, yeah, and it aged well. It aged well as well, yeah, man.
You know what it is? I don't think YouTube has got the old school freestyles from like the DVDs.
A lot of the stuff is like Grime Daily had a lot of the stuff like Grime Daily, not GRM, and a lot of the stuff is gone because of I think Scorch had a shank or something like that, and then YouTube took it down. He flicked out a shank, you know, like just joking about it, whatever, and then YouTube took it down, and then that they shut down their channel and they could never get back that footage and all that, and then yeah, man, yeah, shit, Pierre stopped working there and then it was all over.
Back to that question. If you could change 2 things in your career, what would they be?
I think I would have signed every nigga of bloodline to me. So anybody they got, I would have got a percentage. That would be the right thing to do. Like, but it was because it's family. I didn't bother go there. You just think a nigga's gonna hit me.
Business is business. That's what I come to realise. You get me? If it's business, it's business.
I wish they were all signed to man, but it would have worked out better for them as well because I can negotiate better for them. Sometimes I think when you're like the man that makes the art, you know, you're not supposed to deal with the business side. You know what I mean? You could, you know, undervalue your art sometimes or overvalue it, you know what I mean? Because it's yours. So sometimes it's best to let someone that has your best interest at heart value your art. Shit, that's a bar, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But I just think that I never went ham as well, man. There's always a reason and I can always give you an excuse, but there's no excuse. Just go ham, man. Go against the grain, man. Anyone listen to this, put that shit out, man. I didn't put out enough shit for whatever reason. The time's gone now. You know what I'm saying? I could have just put it out. It just could have been there growing dust. You get me? And the biggest misconception in this game, this is like a 2.1, 2.8 or so, is that man think that that's you can't create more bars. Like, you know, there's how many books are written in the world, blood? How many poetry books? Like, you know, don't be stingy with your shit, man. Just give it out, blood. Just put it out because you can. If you keep putting out great shit, you're only gonna get greater. You have to raise the bar. You're only getting better. You get me? And if you do it at a short space of time, like, yeah, there's no one killing it like Lil Wayne did when he had the back-to-back mixtape. Yeah, who else done that? Tupac done it with the Machiavellis. But every now and then you can find a man that had blood. This guy's going ham, blood. Future kind of done it at one moment, but no one in the UK came through and hasn't to this day with some. Like against the grain, fuck Spotify, fuck radio, direct to consumer, boom, 5 mixtapes, 5 months. Bangers.
Speaking of UK music, who's your favourite right now?
Right now, shit, fuck.
Double question though, and how do you see the UK music scene now, from back then till now?
Shit, a lot more money, man. A lot more money, a lot more structured, a lot more people not making the music, eating. You know? So my role back in the day, there weren't really no money for the starters, you know what I'm saying? And now, them man are probably the cakeaholics, you know what I'm saying? The man behind the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you check it, man, the man behind the man's the real man with the bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? The artist, if not independent, in most cases, is just blinded by so much of the ice and everything, the opportunities, the VIP, this, that, the third. And the other guy, the artist has to be flying fresh. He has to spend his money all the time. The man behind him come through dusty, white tee, phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, money, cakes, you get me? Cakeaholic, like, eating. But he's behind, like,
It's true.
So, that's where the game is now. I think is in the game right now, it's hard to say, man. Like I said, man, so many good rappers, but the standout guy is who they push on me. I'm saying Central C's cool, but they pushing this on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like to discover some people. Like, I like to go. You know what I'm saying? I told you I listened to before and stuff. These guys were never the top guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, there's guys out here. It's hard to say, man. But there's so many good rappers in the UK, man. And the ones that ain't got the plaques and those are the guys that are really hardest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So what about yourself? You gonna be putting out more music?
Yeah, man. I still got I got the setup like this over there at home. So like, now I'll listen to like certain rappers and I'll get inspired and then I'll make some beat and then I'll rap on my own beat. You get me?
Oh, you produce as well?
Yeah, I started producing probably like 2019. You know what I mean? So I just started like messing with loops. And then like, you know, like copying patterns of songs and then changing the melody. Then it's a complete different song. And then starting to just like understand it. And then, yeah, man. And then I made a song. The song I released, FUN. Fuck you niggas.
The one with Bossman.
Yeah, I produced that.
Okay.
produced some tune, rap team. Most of the videos that I've done of recent, those are the songs that I produced.
All your beats, yeah?
Yeah. But not all of them. Some of them, most of them, yeah. I like most of the songs you hear me on now, I'm trying to make my own beat. So business-wise, I mean, you know, there's good producers out there, but you know what I mean, shit, man, it's subjective, innit? Like, I can rap on anything, man, and then if it's you know, I'm getting more money. And then so if the label wants to buy it off me, I got more split for you, man. You know, we can eat more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like understanding the business of it now. So I will get money from music. It's weird because like when I was coming up, I didn't understand it, man. So we done a video, we done an album called 3Smoke, like the same as this. Yeah. Like that was with Virgin. Okay. But before that, I done an album with Eyes and the Pies, and we done that with a distributor from Tennessee. I don't even know the name of it. One NPR or something. So those were both deals. You know what I'm saying? But freaking so learning from these, I thought, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my thing. You know, like. Put my thing out, but I put a lot of my beats on those. You know what I'm saying? And then from the checks that I get back, I can see, I goes, all right, cool. When we was doing the splits, that the producer gets 50%. You know what I'm saying? And then as rappers, we're gonna all split this. So any beat I'm rapping on,
split the other 50%.
Yeah. So me, Birdie and Bossy in the studio, I saw we working out the splits. And like, oh yeah, we're gonna do the split. I made the beat, guys. And he goes, no, but come on, man, let's all split it. And like, what? No, man, we're gonna pay Ghosty this. Will you pay me this? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
You know, facts, and that's when you see your man start acting different, you know. He would have said nothing if you pay man, but now you're in control. He wants some of that split.
That's crazy.
And then when I put it like that, they saw it. It's like, wow, you see, I was like, you see how this music takes man? It's like, yeah. So it's like, it's very important that you understand the business, man. You know what I mean? Because some things, man, don't even mean to be or to do, like, or serve you right. You didn't know the business. You get me? So yeah, man.
Before we go, speaking of business, would you ever get back into short films? Because your videos were like short films before they were even out.
Yeah, I like doing films, man. But like with the music, man, you got to do it yourself, man. Yeah, if you're not trying to go auditions and like see Asher and go to his drama school and all that, big up Asher as well, man. Like, I rate Asher differently, bruv. Like, but if you ain't gonna do it on that level, like even what he's doing, like I don't know if he's behind a lot of the stuff that he does, but I know he plays a major key in behind the scenes stuff, and I think I need to do more of that. But yeah, so it's funny you say that, right? Because I'm working on something. I don't even want to talk on it to like, but it's mad. It's called The Debt Collector. You get me? But yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a short film, and it's about, you know, I was watching a lot of these old school black films, the blaxploitation films, yeah? There's a man called, you lot probably know him. What's his name? Fucking Ferguson, Fred Williamson, yeah? Black Caesar, Nigga Charlie. Man, these mad films, yeah? And this guy is like Jason Statham, yeah? Or Liam Neeson, but the black version, rocking up everybody, yeah? He's never losing. He don't die at the end and he leaves with the girl. So I thought, right, man, because I don't really see none of these films no more, man. These films are, if I grew up seeing these films, you know how much, if I can identify with the guy, you know how much your narrative changes, you know what I'm saying? This guy's saving the world and making it look cool, you get me? Beating up all the drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? But then fucking all the girls, and then, so it's like, you know, the narrative we see is the baddest man is, you know, doing this and that, so we're gonna, influential age follow through that way, and then by the time we realise sometimes we're in too deep. So but if we know from earlier on and our heroes are more revolutionary guys that are, you know what I mean, then you know we change. But said that to say this, like I've always wanted to be the guy that's rocking up man in the film, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't get them parts, man, so I have to make them myself. So this is a Debt Collector. It's got a mad twist. I can't tell you the twist, but it's very short and it's shot very simple. And, you know, about 3 locations, you know, because the budget, you know, you got bare things go into it. So if you're writing up, yeah, man, pulled out the machine gun and went, sprat, like, you know, you have to get the machine gun. To get the guy with the blood thing there. That shit has to come off at the right time. If it don't, then you have to do it again.
Sometimes you got the money, just get, like, the men will shake the machine gun and then they will add the sound to it. You don't want that. You got to go and get the full thing, bro.
But if you purposely made it so it was to look like tomato ketchup, and we all knew it was, but we still loved it, then it would, you know what I'm saying? So I think man's trying to, like the Nollywood films, I'm trying to get onto that sort of shit, but bring it to the UK, but make it look, you get me? So That's what I'm trying to work on with this thing here.
Some of them are outrageous, bro.
But
some of the Nollywood films are outrageous.
I ain't even seen them.
Yeah, no,
The sound effects is crazy.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Moves as well.
I saw some Nigerian films or something like that.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro, man.
Yeah, that's what we're on about.
The Nigerian films, Nollywood,
yeah.
That was crazy, bro, man. When the Juju man was coming, I said, I'm done. I said, is this what they're watching over this? I said, it's over for me, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But people like, these men are like, their scene's big from
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Of course it is. What's it called?
Shouts out to the Flagerians,
Bollywood.
man.
Bollywood.
Yeah.
Bollywood's big.
Yeah.
Bollywood's one of the biggest. One of the biggest, yeah.
So I think that we can, like, listen, if I done a film and I said to everyone, yeah, I'm showing it in Shoreditch all week, you know, it have a turnout, but like, you know, it will start to become something if I keep doing them frequent enough. You know what I mean? You get me? So I think that's what
consistency is the key.
Yeah, man. That's the only thing with this film thing. You gotta you gotta eat, live, and breathe it if you want to be that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Go to America. You know what I mean? Shit, fucking sit outside Universal Studios, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do the mad thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Like, yeah, if you're not doing it yourself, so that's the lane I think I'm gonna go. But I don't want to talk about too much because, yeah, you know what I mean.
So we've got short films and what music we can expect then. Definitely,
Yeah, man. I've got another deal in the pipeline. You get me? Yeah, man. That's the thing with the music thing. I just try to I'm trying to get mine, bro. I'm just wanna I can put it out for the people, but these people are offering money. Let me get my piece because I didn't get the just dues that I should have got. You get me? So you know the stuff that I've been releasing lately on Spotify is I've got a check. So I'm just trying to get checks. I know people thinking, the money there, it is what it is, man. You know, I got kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a check, from these people, and then that's what I'm gonna put that out. They're telling me wait, so I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah. So when I get that, I'm gonna put it out. So that's hopefully before the Crimbo, you get me. But so I stay active by doing the podcast and then you know what I mean, doing my little funny man thing on the IG. You get me? Because I just think if you totally go quiet, it's totally. It's mad to come back. Yeah. Still stay active in some way, but man. As I get older, man, the music thing it starts to because they say it's a young man's sport, you know, and it's true, man, to some degree. So because what I'm talking about, people think you should know better. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna let a young man, you know, cool. We still got time to learn. I understand it. I'm gonna go to the gym and listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's gonna be my little spirit animal for me to lift these 40s off my chest or whatever it may be, But when you hear a grown man, like I don't like it. It's a bit cringy for me when I hear some of my guys that I grew up. You know what I'm saying? When I hear Jay-Z and I think, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like grown with it.
You have to be grown with it.
Yeah,
you have to
definitely.
be.
So yeah, bro. That's what.
There's a crowd. There's a crowd for everything, man.
Yeah, man. But I just feel like.
So what do you think? D Block then? Now D Block.
Well, but they're not really putting that account now, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, well, there you go. I don't really listen to it, but I like old D Block.
D Block's going in, right?
But this is mad. Like obviously you watched the verses, man.
Yeah.
My money was on Dipset, man.
What?
You went mad.
Listen, you're
I loved Dipset as well. That's never gonna happen.
I went mad because when I watched it, I was like, fuck, how did I forget this? Of course, it was cringy, man.
Yeah.
And you know what as well? It's not just the tunes, it's the performance, bro. On top of that.
The man they rehearsing thing, man. The man is going over the acapellas and that, man. It's no games, man.
No games, bro. That shit was like a concert when D Block done their thing. When Locks done their thing.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Like they just wanted to dress good. The Dipset guys.
Dipset, this Harlem, innit?
It's Harlem, man. It's Harlem.
Yeah, man.
You get me?
But yeah, Jada killed it, man. That was mad. When I saw that, I thought, Ross. I was in. I was in Jamaica on the balcony. So Wi-Fi was shit, and it was like, yo, man. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to watch it, and it kept cutting out. But yeah, that man had them over, man. The man had them on the ropes, man. It's mad still. Yeah.
Jada's a champion, bro, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely, I said it, man. King of New York still.
But Pabs, thank you, man. Thank you for coming, man.
Most definitely.
Thank you for stepping. We can look forward. We're looking forward to the short films.
Yes, my bro.
The new music.
Yes.
One of my favourite mixtapes of yours is Trapanese.
Thank you, bro.
You got some of this on the Saviour as well, but
yeah,
we're going to keep it Trapanese.
How much mixtapes have you
got? Shit, man. Fucking hell. About 8.
And then they all out there like on Spotify.
If they're not on Spotify, they're on YouTube.
YouTube, okay.
Because man became before the era of Spotify. Of course. And when Spotify was still popping, they used to watch you with who made this beat. So a lot of the old school beats were like old American 90s beats or whatever like that, yeah. So we wasn't sure if we could put it on. But no, you can put it on.
Now you can put them on Spotify now, the instrumental things.
I mean, shit, they ain't really gonna watch it until someone complains about it. But depending on how old the beat is or what have you, like Max B's got some shit on Spotify, and I don't know if he got that stuff cleared. A lot of the old school Max
The thing
B
is,
stuff,
they could come for you later, fam.
yeah,
You get me?
But you know what I always said?
mad.
If they come for you, you've made money. So there's enough to eat. I always said if they come for me, it's a good thing because it popped off. You get me?
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Well, people,
definitely,
it's been fun.
No, definitely.
Pabs.
Big up
Most
Paper Pabs,
definitely.
definitely. Appreciate you coming down, man. Taking time out to come down and fuck with us at 3Smoke, man. Nothing but
From
love,
way
bro.
up North London, you get me?
Because I grew up to you, and when we was doing our things on the streets, it was, I bought a smart car now, I bought a pink ring, you understand? Yeah, them was on stuff. But no, thank you for coming, man, and we're looking forward to all the new ventures that you have.
yeah, bless, bro, bless.
People, if you don't know, that was 3Smoke podcast, and I am Big Jabba Jones, the host with the most. Never self-proclaimed, the people them gave me that name, and he is.
You know already, man. I am Millie Wayne, still salute me when I pass, man.
It's your boy Didi on it, aka the bad guy, aka the people's choice of voice. Yeah.
And he is Paper
Pabs,
Pabs.
the man that made people grab a sniff. I didn't know I was supposed to say that. Up in the building, motherfucker.
Free Smoke, we out.
Tell him I'm straight, I'm talking things. Tell him I'm straight, we talking things on things on things on things. With my bands, don't we friends. Can't see no lands. Yeah, bitch, we screaming out. 3Smoke, we giving out.